Have you ever checked your bank balance after what felt like a completely ordinary month and thought, where did all my money go? You didn't splurge on anything major, just the usual stuff. Groceries, maybe grabbed lunch a few times, picked up some necessities, normal spending. Yet somehow, you're staring at your account wondering why there's so little left. Here's what most people don't realize until it hits them hard. We're all getting quietly robbed by everyday expenses that used to make sense, but absolutely don't anymore. I'm going to walk you through 10 things that are silently destroying your financial future, and chances are, you're paying for most of them right now without even thinking about it. These aren't obvious money wasters like gambling or luxury cars. These are the sneaky expenses hiding in plain sight, the ones everyone treats as normal when they're actually financial quicksand. Let's start with something that's going to sting because it hits close to home. That morning coffee run and those convenient meal deliveries. Coffee shops have turned a simple drink into a luxury experience, and we're all paying luxury prices for it. $5, $6, $7 for a coffee that costs maybe 50 cents to make. Do that every workday, and you're looking at over $1,000 a year just on coffee. But here's where it gets worse. Food delivery apps have completely destroyed the economics of eating. That burger that cost $8 at the restaurant becomes $15 after delivery fees, service charges, and tips. A $20 meal becomes $35 by the time it reaches your door. The convenience is real, but you're paying a premium that would make loan sharks jealous. Speaking of food, restaurants have lost their minds with pricing. Going out to eat used to be an affordable treat you could enjoy regularly. Now it's become this massive expense that can wreck your budget in one night. 2 people at a decent restaurant, nothing fancy, and you're easily looking at $80 to $100 after tax and tip for one meal. That's gone forever, providing zero lasting value. When you add up how often most people do this, we're talking about thousands of dollars every month just vanishing into restaurant bills. The crazy part is, the food quality hasn't improved to match these insane prices. You're paying premium money for the same experience you used to get for half the cost. Here's where people get really defensive, but the numbers don't lie. Buying new cars is financial suicide, plain and simple. The second you drive off the lot, you've lost 20% of what you just paid. 20%, instantly. Then it keeps dropping in value every single year while you make payments with interest on top. You're literally paying money for something that's guaranteed to become worth less. A 3 or 4-year-old used car will get you to the exact same places, be just as reliable, and cost half what you'd pay for new. But people keep buying new because they want that fresh car smell and the feeling of having the latest model. That emotional decision costs them tens of thousands of dollars they could have invested instead. Let's talk about the clothing trap. I'm not saying all expensive clothes are worthless. Sometimes quality matters, but most people aren't buying quality when they buy expensive clothing. They're buying logos. They're buying the ability to display a luxury brand name. You can get a perfectly good shirt for $15, or you can get essentially the same shirt with a designer label for $200. Same fabric, probably made in the same factory. The only difference is the logo, and you're paying an extra $185 for it. This applies to jeans, handbags, sneakers, all of it. The quality difference between luxury and regular versions is usually minimal, but the price difference is massive. Vacations have become another money pit that people refuse to acknowledge. Travel used to be affordable if you were smart about it. Find a decent flight, stay somewhere budget-friendly, eat at local spots, and you could have a great time without destroying your finances. Now, flight prices are insane, hotels are insane, even the cheap options cost more than the nice places used to. But people are still taking elaborate trips they can't afford because they see everyone else's vacation photos on social media and think they need to keep up. So they book trips they can't really afford, put it all on credit cards, and spend the next year paying it off with interest, all for a week of being somewhere else. Here's one that really gets me. Everyone has 5 or 6 streaming services now. Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, HBO Max, Amazon Prime, Apple TV, whatever else exists. Each one is only $10 or $15 a month, which sounds reasonable, but add them all up and you're paying $70 or $80 monthly just for streaming. That's nearly $1,000 a year for television. Think about how much of that content you actually watch. You're probably using one or two services regularly and barely touching the others, but you keep paying for all of them because you might want to watch something eventually. Meanwhile, that money could be growing in investments instead of disappearing into entertainment you don't even use. The electronics upgrade cycle is probably the dumbest way people waste money, and almost everyone falls for it. New phone comes out, people line up to buy it even though their current phone works perfectly fine. New laptop, new tablet, new smartwatch. The old devices still function fine, but the new ones have slightly better features, so obviously they need them. A new iPhone costs over $1,000 now, and people buy them every year or two when their old phone is completely functional. The improvements are usually minor, slightly better camera, faster processor, whatever. But does that actually improve your life in any meaningful way? Probably not. You're still using it for the same basic tasks the old phone handled just fine. Premium household products are another quiet money drain. People spend way more than necessary on basic items because they think expensive means better. Generic cleaning products work just as well as name brands, but cost half as much. That basic kitchen utensil from the discount store does the same job as the fancy designer version. But people buy the expensive stuff because they've been convinced it's somehow superior. Most of the time, you're just paying for packaging and marketing, not actual quality differences. Then there's what I call status spending. This is when people buy things not because they need them, but because they think it makes them look successful. Expensive watches, designer bags, luxury items they can barely afford. It's all about projecting wealth to other people, and it's completely backwards. Actually wealthy people usually don't do this stuff. They don't need to prove anything. It's people who want to appear wealthy but aren't actually building wealth who fall into this trap. They spend money on depreciating items just to look successful while having no real savings or investments. The subscription creep is killing everyone's budget. Not just streaming, but gym memberships people don't use, software subscriptions for apps they barely touch, magazine subscriptions they forgot about, premium versions of services when the free version would work fine. Each one seems small, but they add up to hundreds of dollars monthly for services you might use once or twice. People sign up during free trials and forget to cancel, or they keep paying because canceling feels like admitting they wasted money in the first place. Here's the thing about all this overspending. It's not just that individual items cost more than they should, it's that we've normalized paying premium prices for everything when cheaper alternatives work just as well. Fast food costs what sit-down restaurants used to charge. Restaurants cost what fine dining used to charge. Basic household items have luxury price tags. We're all paying more and getting less value, but we keep doing it because that's what everyone else does. The solution isn't complicated, but it requires admitting that most of what we spend money on doesn't actually improve our lives. Cook at home more often. Keep your car and your phone longer. Cancel subscriptions you don't actively use. Buy generic products when they work just as well. Stop trying to look wealthy and start actually building wealth instead. Because here's what it comes down to. You can either look successful or actually become successful, but for most people, you can't do both. Every dollar you spend impressing others or buying stuff you don't need is a dollar not working toward your financial future. Maybe that means your life looks less impressive on social media. Maybe you don't have the newest gadgets or the fanciest everything, but you'll have something way more valuable, actual financial security instead of just the appearance of it. Most people won't figure this out until it's too late. They'll keep spending money they don't have on things they don't need, wondering why they can't get ahead financially even though they make decent money. Well, this is why. All these little expenses that seem reasonable in the moment add up to thousands of dollars every year that just vanish. So maybe track your spending for a month. You'll probably be shocked at how much goes to stuff that doesn't actually matter. Then figure out what you can cut, because I guarantee there's something. Usually there's a lot of somethings. That money could be invested, saved, or used for things that actually improve your life instead of just making you look like you have money you're not actually keeping. Stop wishing you could have more time and freedom and take action to make it happen. This is what my friend Chris from Money Ripples tells clients to do all the time. His mission is to make 1,000 people financially free by 2030. To help him achieve this goal, he created a group coaching system and course called the Wealth Accelerator Academy. The tools and lessons you learn about passive investing and how to vet deals are invaluable to helping you live the life you want. Want to learn more? Check out the course by clicking down the link below. If this video opened your eyes to what's possible, subscribe, because your financial freedom story starts right here on this channel, and I want to see you win. Comment below, "I'm starting with this amount of money." Let's declare our starting point and make that number grow together.